Hello everyone, Wuthering with version 2.2 beta has been released, and with it we have gotten ourselves the kits of the character coming in that version. In this video I'm gonna cover Aero Rover's kit, and shortly after I am done making calcs of him, I will also upload a video of Kantarela's kit, so stay tuned for that. Now without any other further ado, let's get started. So the new element that the rover is gonna get in the version 2.2 is Aero. There's no surprises there, but the one thing that surprised me the most is the tag that they have. It's support and healer, which honestly I was expecting more of a sub DPS role, so that definitely came as a surprise. And the most of the damage they deal is considered as resonance skill damage, just like Carlotta and Jinshi. So if you are gonna play them as a main DPS, Jeja and Tauchi would be the perfect choices. And they're also a tag of arrow erosion in their kit, but there's not a single part of their kit which actually applies this effect. I will get to onto that shortly. Their traces, it's 12% healing bonus and 12% attack, the same as Varina's. And their basic attacks, there's nothing special in there. Of normal attacks is a 4 stage string dealing arrow damage. After the third hit, they throws their sword dealing arrow damage, which honestly if they literally throws the sword, it would be quite funny to see. Heavy attack, simple, consumes stamina to deal arrow damage. After heavy attack, short press the basic attack button to directly skip to the third basic attack, skipping 1 and 2 completely. If the basic attack button is held after third basic attack or heavy attack, a heavy attack strangle, a special form of heavy attack, is performed, consuming stamina and dealing arrow damage. Nothing too special about it. Aerial attack, simple. Aerial attack consumes stamina to perform a plunging attack dealing arrow damage. Simple as that. There's nothing too special in basic attack section of their kit. And this is the multiplier. I'm not going too deep into it. I'm gonna make another video with full calculation with other meta teams. So there would be I would be going deeper into the multipliers of their kit. Next, their kit is resonance skill. Crack, literally, it literally translated to crack when I googled it. So yeah, I apologize if I didn't manage to do that, but Google told me that it was crack, so let's go with crack. Rover leaps into air and slashes, dealing arrow damage. When rover is in the air, short press the resonance skill to deal arrow damage. This is a two-part resonance skill, maybe like Carlotta. When you press it once, they go into the air, and then you press it again to deal arrow damage. After using the resonance skill, the air one, the convert the target's spectrofrazzle, electroflare, glacier shaft, fusion burst, and havoc bane effects into arrow erosion. They are a converter of effects rather than applying them themselves. They do not apply erosion in any form. They convert the other effects that the game has into arrow erosion, which could be pretty interesting to see. It would give characters like Phoebe functions in many teams aside from just a Spectro, which would be quite interesting to see in the upcoming days. Their Forte circuit, when Rover performs any of the three operations, after casting resonance skill crack, press and hold the basic attack for a certain period. After casting the mid air skill, you can press and hold the basic attack. After casting the intro skill, do the same, and after casting the heavy attack, a special one, you can do the same. And what it will do, what it I can't speak. What it will do is performing two consecutive attacks dealing arrow damage and restores the health of all the party members. Let's call them Fort Aerial Attack, as there are more nuances to this as we go ahead on the kit. Moreover, when the limit of the string breath is reached, the resonance skill crack is replaced with another resonance skill ethereal, which also has a two-stage damage, and each stage consumes 60 string breath dealing arrow damage. And all of this damage, including this Fort Aerial attacks and ethereal, both of them are considered as resonance skill damage. Not just ethereal, both of them are considered resonance skill damage. And the string breath has a max limit of 120 points and can be acquired through these means. For each hit of a 40 aerial attack, 25 string breath is restored, which means after doing an intro, you will intro skill grants 20 and third and fourth basic attack hit grants 10. So I think the rotation would go something like this. Intro, you get 20 string breath, then press and hold basic attack, you will do 240 aerial attacks gaining 50, resulting total into 70. Then after casting your resonance skill crack, you would do those 40 aerial attacks again, completely filling up your string breath meter, and then casting resonance skill ethereal 2 times, dealing arrow damage. I think it should go like this, completely skipping this and this. They should not come in rotation in team section. Maybe for solo they will be good. Multipliers, I'm not going into multipliers right now. Resonance Liberation, a simple Resonance Liberation, deals arrow damage and restores the health of all nearby team characters, just like Varina's, or maybe Varina's not Varina's, because she also deals coordinated attack, right? Intro skill, as simple as it gets, deals arrow damage. That's the multiplier. At these multipliers are all at level 10. I'll go them in another video. Outro skill, that this one is quite interesting. All characters in the nearby team gain Eclipse effect, which lasts for 30 seconds. In Eclipse state, after any attack of the any character hits enemies, the upper limit of target's arrow erosion effect is increased by 3 layers, lasting 10 seconds. This effect cannot be stacked. I think this means that right now the maximum limit is 10 stacks for any effect. With his Aero Rover's outro skill, it will extend to 13, practically extending the damage of arrow erosion, prolonging its duration. It is quite interesting to see this thing in action. Inherent skills, after intro skill, their rover's attack increased by 20% for 10 seconds. Their inherent skill 2, Resonance Liberation's healing is increased by 20%. Nothing to write home about. Their sequences, which pretty good. They are made for damage, even though they have the role of support and healer, and I was quite surprised when I read them. When casting 40 aerial attacks, gain an increased resistance to impression effect that lasts for 3 seconds. Pretty good. You will not get knocked around. After casting the resonance skill ethereal, the character in the team will gain a continuous healing effect every 3 seconds. Their health will be restored by 25% of rover's attack, which lasts for 30 seconds. More healing, nothing fancy, but the big one is 3. Their third resonance chain is the big one. Arrow damage is increased by 30%. Like a straight up 30% arrow damage increase. This is the main, this is equivalent to a main stat of a 3 cost echo. Straight up, without any bullshit, it's straight up 30% arrow damage increase. I was quite surprised with this. Resonance chain 4, after casting 4 aerial attacks, the resonance skill damage is increased by 60% for 5 seconds. Pretty good, more damage. Fifth one, resonance liberation damage multiplier. It's multiplier, it's not damage bonus, damage increases, damage multiplier, just like the S2 of camellias. It multiplier, their resonance liberation multiplier is increased by 60%. And the sixth one, the damage multiplier, this is also damage multiplier, not damage bonus, it's directly damage multiplier. And for those of you who don't know, the damage multiplier is far more superior than damage increase that the constellations like fourth one gives. So the damage multiplier of resonance skill ethereal, the enhanced version of their skill, is increased by 60% as well. And this is all of their kit dumbed down. I will make a separate video on their multipliers, but now let's move on to other things that they will get, because these are the most exciting one. A new Echo Sonata set has been revealed based around arrow erosion, but I'm not too sure how they are gonna use its effect completely, as the 5-piece effective when a character adds wind erosion effect to an enemy. The pneumatic means arrow here, the arrow damage of the character himself and the character in the team is increased by 15%. This set is tailor made for mono arrow teams, but I'm not too sure how Aero Rover is gonna make use of it, as they have no way of applying arrow erosion themselves, which is kind of wonky, but we'll see. Maybe they will get a kit change. And yeah, this surprised me the most. A signature weapon for Aero Rover. Yep, we are getting a 5-star signature weapon for Aero Rover, and we can also refine it for free. This is huge, like true MC moment of the Wuthering Waves. Like I haven't seen in any gacha game giving their MCs their signature weapon. This is just specifically for Aero Rover. This is not for Havoc or Spectre Rover. This is specifically for Aero Rover. It's based at 588 attack, same as Emerald of Genesis. Secondary stat 38.9% energy recharge, and its effect at R5. When healing is done, the damage of the player's own resonance skill is increased by 26% for 15 seconds. When the drifter meant rover's pneumatic resonance skill, arrow resonance skill hits the target's arrow's resistance is reduced by 20.8% for 30 seconds. This is a surprisingly good weapon for mono arrow team that we might get in the future, and I am extremely excited about that. Whew. So if you have enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, as I would be going into more depth on both his kit and Kantrila's kit as well. So stay tuned for that. Till then, peace out.